Hello everybody, my name is Jamal W. Childs. I am a medically retired Army veteran at 100%. TV show is to educate the veterans, the general public, and family members on how to navigate the Veterans Benefits Administration and Health Administration of Veterans Affairs. I'm presenting to the general public and the world. He said you can help a lot of people because people listen to you in them groups. When I was in 32 groups in the VA system in Baltimore, Maryland. I am a taskmaster. I don't play around. When I drink, I drink. When I chase women, I chase women. When I get dysfunctional, I'm dysfunctional. I'm an expert at being dysfunctional. I don't want nobody to tell me about no street stuff because I've been all around the United States in everybody's hood with a book bag by myself, by the grace of God. So I already know about that hood stuff. You can't tell me nothing about that. You can't tell me nothing about dice games. You can't tell me nothing about parties. You can't tell me nothing about that lifestyle or hanging in the streets. I've been in New York, Philly, Richmond, Houston, Texas, Newark, New Jersey. Lord knows, I can't even remember every city, state, and town I've been in by myself. I can be a loner. I party by myself. I have all kinds of situations by myself, and I ain't got no problem going nowhere at 60 years old today by myself. Because I was raised by a man. His name is Fred Childs. I gotta take it off from my father. He taught us how to be self-sufficient when we were kids. And don't be a chump about it. Sometimes you gotta eat beans and bread and water, suck it up and keep it moving. I don't have a defeated attitude in my brain. The day I'm Marcus Garvey, the next day I'm Malcolm X, and next week I'm Shirley Chisholm. I don't have a defeated attitude. I never had one. I'm not that person. I'm first person. I don't need nobody talking for me. I can talk for myself. I can articulate for myself. I can utilize words wherever you want them if it makes you feel good. So at the end of the day, he was like, you know what? The black guys in Baltimore, I'm gonna tell you something about black guys, saying you hanging with the white guy. I'm like, what are you talking about? Why am I hanging with you and you ain't bringing nothing to the table? We come with open hands, you got closed fists, you don't wanna help nobody. That was a battle. Then you got the next battle. You think you all that. I never said I was all that. And guess what I found out? A lot of people, a lot of adults can't read. They can articulate, they cannot. They say they can do it, they got their nice clothes on, their nice jewelry, they come around, this, that, and the third. Next thing you know, they're like, can you help me? Yeah, you've been trying to say that for the last 5 weeks because you don't have the testosterone fortitude to take care of yourself. Self-preservation come first. And guess what? In real life, the men will always be separated from the boys. Can't get around that. I don't care if you're in a prison cell, I don't care if you're at a college campus, I don't care if you're in the military, I don't care if you're in the hood. Men will always be separated from boys, because guess what boys do? Boys do little boy stuff. We don't do little boy stuff over here. I'm a father of 7 kids. I have 1 deceased, and I got 5 grandchildren. So I've been taking care of kids all the way back since 1989. I ain't ran for nothing. Everybody in East Baltimore will tell you that. I'm from East Baltimore. I love Baltimore. I'm from East. I'm from the trenches. I'm from the streets. I'm from the people in the streets. We ain't doing a black or white thing either. I don't do that. I don't do the Republican or Democrat thing. You can keep that. So at the end of the day, for this conversation, Trevor Lane and Kelly was the one that walked me through the VA system. If you people understand what that means, they ushered me through the VA system. So when I was at Perry Point, he said, that's what I need you to do. I want y'all to listen to what I'm going to tell y'all. No TV, no board games. You study them books. That's where it started from. He said, study them books. So the books were not really available. So the man mailed me some books when I was inpatient trying to get off and remind us all of some stuff when I was detoxing off of the alcohol and the weed and the cigarettes. It was a mess. I'm trying to, be a whole person, but I still ain't got control of this drinking stuff. So, I'm going to groups, I'm going to meetings. I got a counselor, I got a therapist, I got a psychiatrist, I got a psychologist. I got all these people saying, Mr. Childs, you need to stop drinking. I'm gonna tell y'all something. When I was inpatient, I thought I was gonna die from that detox. I said, that's it, I'm not drinking no more. I have not had a drink since December the 1st, 2010. No weed, no cigarettes, all that at the same time. But I had to go inpatient to do it because I couldn't do it on my own. So when we were in there, people were like, well, how do you do it? I'm not doing it no more. I don't care what you do. Recovery is a selfish act. People need to understand that. When you're dealing with certain things in life, you need to be selfish to get over the hump. And yes, it's gonna hurt. Yes, you're not gonna understand everything, but it's about self-preservation and can you adapt and overcome for yourself. That's the biggest problem people have is they put other things before their self and you never achieve the goal. So I'm like Michael Jordan, you know, when they played Utah and they was down and Mike hit them 3-pointers and won a game, that's gotta be your mindset. No pain, no gain. So it doesn't matter how much money you got. If your mind ain't right, you're lost. Point blank. I've seen it over and over again. So I leave Perry Point, 4 months inpatient, and I have not looked back by the grace of God. God first. I fear nothing but God. This is ordained by God, and I have made my peace with God. So when you say you made your peace with God, I accept my demise. I accept that I'm not going to be here forever. I'm 60 years old. I ain't going to live another 60 years. And check this out. You got more time behind you than in front of you, so don't waste no time today. Which we find out a lot of people waste time and they want people to help them. The people come with open hands, and when they need help, guess what? You got closed fists, but you're not there to help nobody else. So that is the subject matter. Kelly and Trevor helped me. So Trevor said, this is what I need you to do. I said, you know what? Whatever you want me to do, I'm gonna do it. We ain't got no problems. Now, if you thought I was something, you should have met them 2 Marines that I was around during that time back there, where they didn't have all these computers and these slick phones doing this and doing all this research. Everything had to be either typed up, wrote up, and put in a system. You would take it over there, they would date stamp it and mail it off somewhere. They had 1-800-827-1000 for the people. You had to call the VA up and say, can you check my claim out, please? You couldn't go online and look at nothing. That didn't come into 2014 when they had e-benefits. So you had to either physically go to the VFW, American Legion, Purple Heart, Paralyzed Veterans, all these DAV to find out what's going on with your paperwork. Now you're gonna be at the comfort of your home, on your phone, go on your laptop, let me check on what the situation, let me order my medication, let me make my VA appointments, let me get my travel paid, let them pick me up, all right here. So y'all think y'all got it hard? You should have been over there when we was coming through there back in 2010. Now this is the other thing. It's hopes and possibilities for everybody, no matter what your injury is, no matter what your condition, no matter if your limbs are missing. Let me talk about this limbs missing. We're gonna respect all the veterans that are at Walter Reed and Fort Belvoir and all these other facilities across the United States that can't get out that bed. This is another thing that pissed me off with people. We sit up there complaining and tripping off of what we going through. It's hundreds of thousands of veterans that can't get out their bed. Hello, people. And they got mental disorders. There's hundreds of thousands of veterans with their limbs missing. But guess what? We don't see that. We ain't worrying about nobody else's stuff. We're worrying about our stuff. I've been to Walter Reed. And if you could go over there and volunteer or go over there and see some of the veterans that are Walter Reed down at Washington, D.C., you wouldn't even be having no conversation about your back problems and this, that, and the third, or what you're going through when you see your brothers and sisters with their limbs missing and disfigured from being blown up in combat and a whole lot of other stuff. And then there's another thing people need to know. It's more people, injuries from training exercises and doing their jobs in every branch of the military. So let's say the United States Navy. I don't know how many people in the Navy, but the thing with it is every Navy command needs support. So the support of the ships and how they move around and stuff like the largest naval base in the world is in Norfolk, Virginia. So my God, look at the support to go with that. The understanding, if they take you and put you on the side of a ship and say, paint the ship in the middle of the ocean, that is anxiety. That actually happens. They put a ladder on the side of the ship, crawl down there or a bucket, and you paint the side of the ship while the ship is going through the ocean. For y'all ones that want to listen. Then they got another situation that happens all the time. It's called unwraps, where they taking supplies from one ship to the next ship. And if their cable pop or their cable get torn up, people that got their arms missing, all kinds of dismemberments, all kinds of injuries from unwraps. Now, another one is in the Navy is them hangar bays, where people get caught up and crushed up in the hangar bays, taking the planes and bombs up under the ships. And let's get to this, the most dangerous job in the military today is working on a flight deck on an aircraft carrier. You know, people get sucked up in engines, people get blown off the ships and things of this nature. So it's a lot going on in my brain right now, and I'm happy I got this opportunity to get this stuff out. TV show is to educate the veterans, the general public, and family members on how to navigate the Veterans Benefits Administration and Health Administration of Veterans Affairs. I'm presenting to the general public and the world